So we're here once again celebrating the Plinky Plonky Loves You event, and I'm here speaking to Bella Luke. Would you like to sort of introduce yourself and your role tonight?
Yeah, I'm Bella Luke. I am displaying some artworks here tonight. They're mostly artworks that were displayed in my grad show at the National Art School. Yeah, and I'm selling some drawing works as well, which is really fun, but yeah.
Amazing. So you have your sort of self-titled graffiti core.
Yeah.
What would you sort of like people to take away when they look at your exhibition?
I think with the graffiti core stuff, as you say, that series was inspired by just like random graffiti found in public bathrooms. I think the idea of people just like writing and talking to each other on walls in public bathrooms is a really funny thing. And I think sort of emphasizing the funniness of that was really cool for me. And then my painting works, they're inspired by my chronic illness. So I think just like giving some power and control back to myself with those works and not letting my chronic illness sort of take over those sort of portions of my life. Yeah, I think also just like raising awareness for chronic illness in general is really important. So
that's amazing. When you were sort of creating those works with the graffiti, I noticed like you had like Rogic rules and you had the little love heart with different names and whatnot. Did you like sort of have to go out and find these things, or was it all just from memory of the different cliches?
Yeah, like there's loads of cliches in public bathrooms. Like my partner is a bartender, so we go around to different bars all the time, and it was like very easy to find inspiration for them. Yeah, and I also love that how people talk to each other on the bathroom walls. Like girls were hyping each other up through writing on the walls, which I thought was really cool. Lots of feminist power there, which was really cool to see. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of associate it mostly with like the Lord Gladstone Hotel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
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 Do you think that sort of like taking this graffiti and then turning it into like artworks that are then like on display in a more like art gallery type of sense, do you think like, are you sort of like bringing to light that graffiti is an artwork in its own right or something?
Yeah, I think graffiti is definitely a valid art form, and I don't think a lot of people would agree with me, but especially public bathrooms, people never get to see it out like stuck up on a wall. It's always just hidden within the confines of, you know, 4 walls and a door. So I think it was cool for me to sort of stick it up on a wall and be like, everybody sees this but nobody talks about it. Yeah,
definitely. It's kind of similar to your other work that you were talking about, that I guess you could probably describe it better than me, but had like these sort of what one could describe as like unsightly kind of fleshy moments up against like neon green backgrounds. How do you go about sort of transforming things that society might deem as maybe unsightly into something to be admired by people as art?
I think people have lots of ideas of what beauty is, and what beauty can be deemed as. And I think it was important for me, especially with my chronic illness, to show that I can still be beautiful even though I have, you know, a chronic illness, and that is not, it's not pretty, but I can still be pretty. Yeah, I think it was important to show also the ugly aspects of chronic illness, because nobody talks about it. You know, it's not, you cannot see my chronic illness from the outside. So I guess portraying the ugly parts of it was important for me, to just create conversation surrounding it. Yeah.
Was that like kind of a scary process to do from start to finish, since it's, you know, maybe something that people don't see often?
Yeah, I think when I first started creating the works, I was scared of people asking questions, but now I welcome them with open arms. I think giving power back to myself and control back to myself with my chronic illness has made a big change. And it was super scary to begin with, but I think it's been quite healing to create works about my chronic illness. Yeah. I think art has definitely just been a very healing, a healing technique for me to use with mental health and pain in all sorts of ways. Yeah, I don't think there was ever really like a reason for it. It just felt good for me. Yeah.
That's great. And do you think that like events like this are like good? Like, do you enjoy like getting to see audiences look at your work? I guess especially after like graduating now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's terrifying having people look at your work, especially coming from uni where I was holed up in my studio all the time with nobody looking at my work. So yeah, it's really scary, but it's also quite liberating to finally like put it out on display, especially, you know, to create conversations about important topics. Yeah.
Well, tonight is Plinky Plonky Loves You. What is something that you love to finish this interview off?
I love my cat, Bug. And
Cute name.
yeah, really cute name. And I love art just in general.
Well, we're like very happy to have you here tonight, and yeah, just honoured. Thank you for being so open as well.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.